Steve with GoLex.com, and I'm here with Phil Truax, the Activities Director here at Lexington, and hopefully he'll give us a little bit of insight on what to expect this fall with the Minutemen. What are some of the highlights we can see this year?
We're really excited about the fall season. I'll start off with cross country. You know, we're coming off the state championship. Coach Jilka had the guys running really well. Ian Salazar and Lazaro Adame and Miguel Cruz, and I know I'm leaving some of those guys out. We had a ton of just really strong boy cross country runners, and they're all coming back. We lost Garrett Converse, and so he was a good leader for us. Jaden Uriste is another kid that plays well, and he's coming back. So we've got a really fun cross country season in front of us, I think, and if things fall into place, we're going to be vying for another championship season. So we're excited about that. Football team's ready to roll. They're going to have a bunch of guys out as usual. Jeff Rowan and his crew do a great job of recruiting players out, and we've got some really talented kids with some experience that are going to be coming back. I think our top tier number ones on offense and defense are all going to be really competitive this year and win some ball games. And we're hoping the injury bug doesn't bite us, because depth is probably going to be questionable. We've got some younger players that are going to have to step up and play some roles if we have injuries. So it'll be interesting to see those two.
We got a new addition on the volleyball team. It's a new coach.
Yes, sir. Ali Prasoski, who is a Kearney Catholic graduate. That's where she went to high school and had a lot of success there, state championships in volleyball and basketball and the whole 9 yards. And then she was a successful athlete at UNK. She played both basketball and women's soccer for 1 year, and then finished out her career the rest of the years, 4 years, playing women's soccer, and was a starting goalie and had honors and awards there. So we know Ali's competitive. We know Ali is a winner. And so we're excited about her taking over the reins of the volleyball program. So Samantha Hammond, our old head coach, was here for 5 or 6 years, I think, and just did a phenomenal job. She helped build our program back into a really respectable program where we had 2 winning seasons in a row. That was the first time that's happened in over a decade. But Ali's ready, and Ali is competitive, and Ali's a winner, and I'm excited to see what she can do leading our girls on the volleyball court.
They're kind of rebuilding on volleyball, is that right?
They lost some starters. Yeah, they lost some really good girls. You know, when you lose Cordelia Harbison and Leah Haynes and Sarah Treffer and Mia Rowe and Haley Hernandez and Taylor Worley, we had 6 or 7 girls with a ton of experience that we lost due to graduation. But Reese Keeker, Lakin Syme, we still have some really important pieces coming back, and we have some good young players, Hannah Scharf and Ella Young. And some good young players that got some playing time last year. Taylor Probasco is an older player who's dealing with some injuries right now, but she'll figure into the mix. And so, yeah, our volleyball team's got some important girls coming back, and I think we have a good outlook on our volleyball season.
Okay, how about our tennis team?
Coach Salisbury and Coach Yazgarity and Coach Henricks and Coach Smith. And boy, there's lots of volunteers that come and help us out too. They've just done a phenomenal job of building our tennis program's numbers and also the quality of tennis. Our boys, in the fall here will be boys, but both genders, fall and spring, boys and girls, have really improved with their technique. And what's followed is their wins. Their wins. They're winning more matches and losing less matches and getting higher seeds at state. So really excited about what Coach Salisbury's been able to lead here with the entire tennis program in the community of Lexington, not just Lexington Public Schools. But the boys tennis team has a nice core coming back. We had a couple different medalists last year. Our number 2 doubles with Topher Schwartz and Drew Truax medaled last year at state. And our number 1 doubles, Ethan Menz and Augustine Lopez, they medaled at state as well, but they both graduated. So we'll have a new number 1 doubles coming in. Grayson Strauss will likely play number 1 singles. I don't want to pretend that I know what Jake's going to do with his lineups. He might shift some stuff around, but Grayson Strauss he's medaled at state. He medaled as a sophomore at state, and he's a strong player. Andre Salinas is going to be a strong player for us in tennis. We have some younger players. Noah Shear is going to be a strong player for us. We've got a lot of good players coming back that I believe Morgan Bailey is an excellent player that's played varsity tennis for us, and he's back. He's going to be a senior this year. So I think we'll have a lot of good leadership from our tennis team, and I think they have a chance to do some really fun things and place very highly at state, and hopefully, if things fall right, maybe they can compete for a championship.
Great. Lauren Dabercow and the golf team. Lauren seems to have he's been there for forever. Hopefully got another bunch of girls ready to go this year?
Absolutely. Lauren is a rock. He's as steady as you can be, and he helps the girls keep their emotions in check and not get too high or too low. But he's got some strong players coming back, and he's going to have a core of maybe 6 or 7 girls, I think, that are going to do a nice job for us this year. And the girls tend to have a lot of fun around Lauren because he is a very caring and kind person that doesn't, make them feel bad if they have a bad day or something like that. So the girls end up having a lot of fun, and they're very comfortable around Lauren. And so Coach Daberco is going to lead a group that I think is going to have a lot of success. I think Abby Owens and Operation Amos both had last year had times where they placed in tournaments and did very well. And I think they have the potential to lead our team to some really neat things.
Good. And the team is actually going to start everything off, the softball team. Second-year coach, did well last year. What can we expect from them this year?
Yeah, great question. Clayton Jeffries is our second-year softball coach. Last year was his first year. Clayton is not in the school system. Clayton works outside the school system. He works at Eustace Body Shop. And hard-working guy, extremely competitive, very positive, and knows diamond sports. Baseball and softball, man, he is an expert, and he does a really, really nice job with the girls. He's bringing back we lost some good players last year, but are bringing back some really good players here. One is his daughter, Jordan Jeffries, Amaya Stewart, Callie Sutton are returning players that are going to do a really nice job. There's more that I didn't name all of them there, but we're going to have a competitive softball team. Our numbers right now aren't looking huge, so again, depth is something that we're going to have a question about, I think. But as Clayton and the girls maybe recruit a few more other players at the beginning of the fall here, I think we can be ready for some fun on the softball diamond.
And don't forget the band. How is Chad Scharf doing with the band bunch?
Chad Scharf is doing the same that Chad Scharf always does. Phenomenal. There's not a better director in the state, and the only one that comes close to him is Spencer Hansen, and he's ours too. So we're the luckiest. We've got an unbelievable band program led by 2 amazing guys that have spent almost 2 decades here. I think Chad has been here a couple decades, 20 years, and so I don't want to use the word dynasty, but they have success year in and year out, and we graduate really good marching band members and instrumentalist players, and they seem to just fill right back in the next year. So they've already started their percussion camp. I think band camp starts next week, where everybody's coming in, and they're clicking on a pretty high level, and they're as excited as anybody about this field turf because they want to get out here and get their marks set. And they are going to be. If our band has been super sharp already, year in and year out, they're only going to get better having a field turf that they can practice on every single day. So, gonna be a fun year for marching band, I think.